Hello there, I'm Chef Johnny. This is Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Appreciate you stopping by. Today, we're going to break out the UDS. We're going to cook up a whole chicken. Got some great seasoning to go on it. Well, season I've never used on screen before, so you get to see something new on there and see how to cook a whole chicken on the UDS. So stick around and we'll get after it. This is a nice little chicken, 3.5 pounds. Not too big. That's really the size I like to cook. And all I'm going to do is you kind of see sometimes you'll clean up a little bit up here. If you wanted to, you could take the wishbone out. I'm not going to do that today. And then on this end, all I ever do down here is I'll get off some of this fat right here. You can cut off this skin. If you don't have twine to bind this chicken together to truss it, then you can always cut slots and put it in there. I got some videos on how to do that. But today we've got some twine, so I'm going to show you how to truss a chicken with twine. But it's just, we're going to do it like that. If it was, you just stuff it in the slots you made here in this loose skin. Not going to take that off today. I think I'll take off just a little bit. See, there's a little fat here, this fat. We can trim that off. Got a nice sharp bone and knife. Oops, got too much into there. Try not to do that. All that's going to do really is affect your the way it looks, your presentation there. What I'm going to season this with is something called Savory Spice. We got that, or we're going to use the Capitol Hill seasoning from Savory Spice. Got this here a while back, and it's a good little rub. Haven't showed it to y'all, but we're gonna use it on this bird today. And what I've already done is, you can see right here, I have just mixed about tablespoon and a half, maybe 2 tablespoons of my seasoning with my olive oil. So I have olive oil and I have seasoning in there. And what I'm going to do is, if I can get this turned around and show y'all, I'm just going to kind of open this chicken up here where I can get up under the skin. So I can just get my thumb all the way up under there. You see that? Get on both sides. Come over on this side. Up under there, all the way up to that breast. Because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to stuff that under there. Now normally, I would use butter and I'd soften it and put it under there. But I'm on a diet that's not allowing butter. So I'm using olive oil and my seasoning. So I'm going to lift this skin up. And then I'm just going to simply pour some on right there. And take my finger. And I'm going to work that olive oil and all that seasoning up underneath that breast. Kind of rub it in here. Now to go to the other side. Pour some in there. If you wanted to, you could run some of this up inside of your thighs also. But you just work it up on that breast. That way you get some good seasoning up into this chicken. And you can see where I tore it a little bit. That's not great in the presentation factor, but it's not going to make it taste any worse. So that one's done. We can come over here now and kind of work our way into this thigh area. And I'm not going to put it on the outside because you have to really tear a lot to get to the outside. But if I go right here, I can pour in some more of my rub. Put it right into the hole there. And I can put it at least on the back side of this thigh and leg. Let's get it down in there. And that's going to help my seasoning get on my meat much better. Now for this side, come in here. And just work that skin back. You can see where with butter it would work a lot better. It's easier to kind of manipulate than this olive oil is. But oh, missed the hole. Let's see here. We can get it in there. A little bit back up in there, but good enough. That's there. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to turn this bird over. Grab my olive oil, and look here, we're going to just put a little olive oil on this side, a little olive oil on this side. That's looking good. And he's covered real nicely with olive oil, and I'm just going to come in now with my Savory Spice, and I'm going to try to shake some on this bird. Give it kind of a liberal coating. Just sprinkle it on. Got some bigger pieces, some herbs and stuff in there that are going to be really good. So if we shake it on, we can get more. And I'm going to stand it up and I'm going to drop some down inside of that bird. Just cut me off a length of butcher's twine here. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to come in and we're going to hook the tail. You hear some people refer to that sometimes as the Pope's nose. Do that right over the top. Then we go over the top of our legs. And we're going to hook our legs here. Just like that. And pull them in tight where they're nice and tight. Turn this bird around for you so y'all can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to catch my wings. And that way we hold these wings in nice and tight also. Pull it together. And when you twist this, do 2 wraps. 1, 2. Pull it tight. If you do 2 wraps, that'll hold it. And see, when you let go, it's not going to hurt anything. And the reason we do this is so this bird stays nice and tight. It's one uniform package and it will cook much more evenly. Trim off my strings. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to let this sit for a little bit while I get my fire started. So stick around. Let me get the fire started. We'll get back and get this onto the UDS. Pit's up to 275. Let's get this bird on there. Take our lid off. I got some oak and some mesquite wood on there, doing a nice combination of the two. And I'm going to pick my bird up right down in the center. I think about an hour and a half at 275. This bird's going to be ready. Tell us this chicken's ready. Let's take a look at it and see. Boy, I tell you what, that bird has got a lot of smoke to it. It is dark. This bird here, put my right there, get it off. Bird's looking pretty. Let's cut off our butcher's twine. Tell you what, this bird looks like it is full of moisture. Just try to cut down into this breast. Take a look at it. Cut this leg off. Did you see that squirt out of there when I grabbed that leg? Man, it is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that moisture in there. Man, I tell you what, I hope we got that on the camera where you can see it. This bird is full of moisture. Thing, you cook them to the right temperature. You don't have to inject them or brine them or anything else. Just cook them right. There's a pretty leg quarter. Take this breast off now. Come down here. You just have to find that joint where the wing is. And once you find it, you kind of cut off that breast and that wing. Now I'm going to move that carcass back out of the way. Cut off that wing. And you can just see that moisture dripping off of this bird. It is beautiful. There you have it. Beautiful looking chicken, moist, plenty of smoke. Put that oak and that mesquite on it and that ugly drum smoker that I made up. And I do have a video for how to make an ugly drum smoker too. So something you may want to check out. And tell you what, that breast was moist. It's beautiful. I'm going to give it a try. See how it turned out. That capital rub from savory spice is excellent. You know when your breast is full of flavor, whenever it's moist, the rest of that chicken is going to be fantastic too. But hey, a great chicken. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go down and give me a thumbs up. Remember to check out my Amazon store. There are some affiliate links down there. Always remember, that helps the channel out a little bit. Y'all buy something through my Amazon store or through one of my affiliate links, I get a little bit of money back, helps me buy more food, and just improve what I'm doing here on the channel. So thank everyone that's using that. I appreciate it very much. Tell your friends and family about us. Share us on your social media. And we're going to see y'all down the road on Texas-style barbecue and cuisine. Goodbye, everybody.
How them boys put food away beats all I've ever seen.